We would like to honor 3 students receiving our highest departmental awards. Along with the gift they received today, their name will be recognized on a plaque located on the 3rd floor common area of Environmental Hall. The first one in environmental science is the Sarah Lebowski Award. The Sarah Lebowski Award is given annually to a graduating environmental major in recognition of personal integrity and academic excellence. The award was established by Vicky and Peter Lebowski in memory of their daughter, Sarah Lebowski, who was an environment major in the 1990s. The recipient will receive a framed environmental photograph from renowned artist Marjorie Pearson. This year, the Lebowski Award will be presented by Dr. Brian Silliman, one of the faculty members who nominated our awardee. Dr. Silliman's research is focused on how species interactions shape ecosystem and how we can harness mutualism to enhance ecosystem restoration and human well-being. Dr. Silliman, you have the stage.
Thank you very much. It's my distinct honor to present this award to Stephanie Purifer. Would you come up here, please? Stand right here while I say a few nice things about you. You know, Stephanie, you immediately find out within the first hour or so, or maybe the first 5 minutes, that she has unbridled enthusiasm and passionate about science and about creativity. And I found out very quickly after 24 hours in our marine ecology class that that was also matched with really unmatched metabolic prowess and creative thinking about theory and ecology. She came up to me in the morning, we were about ready to start independent projects, and she goes, I'm going to look at competition on these reef fish and see how storm disturbance and resource availability affects them. I'm like, wow, that's a perfect scientific question right off the get-go. I was like, it's going to be a lot of work in the field. She said, no problem. And then I checked on her at lunch, and she wasn't there at lunch at all. I said, where is she? She said she's still in the field. She stayed in the water for 6 hours straight, missing lunches. No other student I've had, 300, have been able to do that. It's been amazing. So you're highly respected by faculty, not only in this department, in this division, but in biology. And you've clearly distinguished yourself not only with your passion for science, your care for others, and I would say your unbelievable ability to ice skate on mud in the salt marsh. You don't sink. That's pretty amazing. But more importantly, you distinguish yourself with coming up with those creative questions that are cutting edge, and importantly, rigorously investigating those with the most cutting edge scientific methods. And for her thesis, she was really interested in advancing restoration techniques. So she asked the question, if we plant marsh plants alongside mussels, the ones you would eat for dinner potentially tonight, would that increase their growth? And her results have challenged conservation perspectives. And the paradigm is that we should focus on threats and reduce those negative interactions. And her results said that instead, let's intently focus on harnessing mutualistic interactions. She found that planting mussels with these marsh plants at no additional cost increased their growth by 50% when they were under stress. Pretty amazing work. And she's going to publish that work. It's all written up for your thesis very soon. So I want to say congratulations to you. You have a bright future in the field of conservation and science. And thank you for allowing me to be your advisor.
Alex will present the Thomas Laska Award.
The Thomas V. Laska Award in Earth and Ocean Sciences is awarded annually in recognition of outstanding achievement and promise for the future in the field of Earth and Ocean Sciences. It was established by Andy and Vera Laska in memory of their son, Thomas V. Laska, who was a geology major at Duke in the 1970s. I am delighted to present this award to Lucila Houghton Blumendahl. Would you please come up here? Her advisor was Gary Dwyer. Gary Dwyer, who unfortunately cannot be here today because his daughter is graduating from that school across the street, the Horns, whatever. Anyway, he can't be here, but he did send this, and I will read this on his behalf. So this is by Gary Dwyer. I am delighted to present the Lasker Award to Lucila Houghton Blumendahl. It was a great pleasure and honor to work with Lucila on her senior thesis research. I have found Lucila to be at the top of the awesome scale as a student, person, and intellect and scientist. When she first approached me regarding doing research, I was worried. I'd had her in her class during the fall of her junior year and got to know how smart, dedicated, and diligently she is. She gets it done well, and ahead of schedule. I also learned how passionate she is about earth and ocean sciences. As her research advisor, how could I possibly match that effort and enthusiasm? For her study, Lucila focused on reconstructing the temperature history of the upper 1,000 meters of the western equatorial Atlantic Ocean for the last 25,000 years by analyzing the shell chemistry of planktonic microfossils from a sediment core collected from the northern Brazilian continental slope. That's a mouthful. Her study tested model-derived hypotheses regarding linkages between global climate change and ocean circulation. Lucila's research was also very much about raw discovery, as, despite its potentially important role in and response to climate and ocean change, very little is known about the temperature and circulation history of this part of the Atlantic Ocean. Lucila ran head-on into these challenges in her study, and with her characteristic calm tenacity, she dealt with them, moved forward, and generated some very intriguing results that will assuredly lead to a richer understanding of the western tropical Atlantic and its connection to climate and ocean change in the past and in the future. The Lasker Award comes with a wonderful fossil. This fossil is 400 million years old. It is from Morocco, and guess what? It is an of yet undescribed species of brittle star.
So the award in marine science and conservation is awarded annually to an outstanding student in recognition of excellence in scholarship, research, and citizenship. So to award this, I'm going to invite our faculty member who supervised the research, Dr. Dave Johnston. He is an associate professor of the practice who studies marine conservation using drones and heads up our drone facility down at the Marine Lab. Dave?
Thanks, Tom. And just want to recognize everyone's pretty hot. So just take a second now and imagine you're sitting on an ice floe in Antarctica. And around you are penguins, okay? And so that's really what Clara Bird, the recipient of this award, did for us for her research. And so I want to invite Clara up to the stage now. To accept this award. So I want to say a few words about Clara. As you've heard earlier on, she's been very active at the school and has been an incredible champion for the Marine Lab here on main campus when she wasn't down at the lab. She's been very involved in school clubs and has always stepped up whenever there was an event going on. And so, you know, that's a part of her life that I didn't get to see very much because I'm down at the Marine Lab, but I did get to see her and work with her at the Marine Lab working on penguins. And so just to kind of set the stage a little bit further, we send drones out to fly over islands and take pictures of penguins, and this is an incredible opportunity to count these animals and understand a lot more about the ecology. And it generates thousands of pictures. And so you can imagine what happens when we come back. Someone has to count all those penguins. And so Clara brought her incredible energy and passion to this. And we had a few bets going on down in the drone lab about how long it was going to take her to count these penguins. And those, you know, they ranged. Some people were kind of high, you know, a month. Some people we thought pretty low. That was a week and a half or so. But she actually did it in 4 days. So So that's an incredible feat right there in and of itself. But I think it actually kind of angered her having to count all those penguins manually. So her next stage of research was helping us figure out ways to do that automatically so that the next person won't have to do what she had to do. So anyways, I would like everyone to give a round of applause for Clara for this incredible work.
Congratulations to all of the students, and especially these who have gotten special recognition.